After Morocco, it was a relief to get on some normal roads, and we found them in North Toronto on a pair of Yamahas. You know, this is a 600cc 4. You know, that's a great little bike for the city. This is enough bike for me.
I think it's enough bike for anybody if you're realistic. Because, look, like you can park it anywhere. It's light, it's maneuverable in traffic, it's nice and quick, and you've got enough power to sort of get around the problems that you're going to encounter in city traffic.
That's not one of these awful sport bikes when you're stretched out across the tank.
You know, they're hard on your back, they're hard on your knees, and a guy your age, you know, I mean, you know, you don't want to be way out there.
Ready for the walker.
This is a pretty, it's like a 3/4 upright position.
Yep.
Nice quick steering, and I like the little windscreen. It keeps the air going right over your head. It's very comfortable. Yeah, it's very comfortable.
Okay, well, you got the big manly bike. Well, you know, you're so cool. It has to be painted
first
black.
of all, the black is way cooler, right? And I love the gold shocks right here.
But it's only 800 cc's. I mean, it's basically the same bike as this with a little more.
But remember when we were a little younger and 800 cc's was a big bike.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, this is just fine. I can run around town with this. But if I want to take a quick trip from Toronto to say Thornbury or to Lake Rosso, you know, this is just fine for the highway. Now, I would add to this.
Why is he going to Thornbury?
I'd have a couple of little saddlebags here, and you know, so I could throw my stuff in there for overnight, and then you got a nice day trip, right? An overnight day trip, 2 days.
They are nicely balanced bikes. You know, remember when motorcycle engines used to be, you know, the fumes and the oil and the smoke, and now they're just...
And quiet. Now maybe that's one of the problems Yamaha has, is the motors are so smooth and so quiet.
That's right.
You know, the big Harley guys want boom, 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 boom. They want all kinds of
rebels.
Yeah, but you know, I'll take this for a daily bike any day because it's nice and quiet. Any motor that's easy balanced, nice seating position, I'll take that because it doesn't wear you out.
And you won't break the noise bylaws in Edmonton.
Now, what do you think about the money?
Well, this one's $9,000. That one's going to cost you 11.
Yeah.
You get a lot of technology for the money. That's all I can say.
You just got to hold on to it for a long time.
Kato, time to ride.
All right, let's go.
What a day we've got for it, too. No rain suits.
No.
I have to give up my hat, though.
Need the sunscreen, actually.
And oh, there you go. I'm always wrong about lightweight motorcycles. Every year I say there's going to be waves of them because they make such sense for short urban commuting. But it never happens.
Well, I mean, a lot of the situation is that some people are not comfortable on the bike, or they live in a city that's too congested. It makes it a little harder for them to get around. So what we've tried to do is come up with a bike like the FZ6R here that's very versatile. It can get from A to B very quickly, but at the same time, it won't limit you in any of its performance. So we feel we've come up with a good bike in that with the FZ6R.
Well, it's like a scooter on steroids.
Pretty much, yeah. Maybe not as much storage, but you can get that. We can put some bags in the side or a taller windshield, but for the most part, it's very versatile and very capable in the city.
But is it disappointing because, you know, my vision of waves of scooters and light motorcycles never happens?
It's not disappointing as long as the belief is there that to get out on the two wheels and to get there. I don't care if they buy a scooter or if they buy an FZ6R, as long as they're buying bikes and there's more bikes on the road. So, although a scooter is good in the city, and we've been promoting that, especially in Toronto, you can have free parking, but this is a very capable bike and will probably satisfy anybody who needs to go out of town a little better than a scooter would. So
how do you get them on it?
Well, we actually have the Yamaha Riding Academy.
Okay.
Which is, we've had that going across to all the consumer shows, all the big 6 cities in Canada that have them. And we also have our own little sort of camp up north here where kids can go up and they can do a half day, a full day program, take mom and dad, whatever it may be. But the important thing is they get the proper instruction. A lot of people get on a bike for the first time and they don't have a very good instruction to begin with, and they may have a bad experience, but they get the proper instruction. At the end of the day, they come back with smiles on their faces.
You know, Brian, when I look at the motorcycle market, I see scads of used motorcycles out there. How hard is it to try to sell new equipment when there's so many used bikes for sale?
Well, it's very hard right now because the perception in the industry is that a used bike is a better deal. So people are all looking at dollar signs right now and going towards it. But buying a new bike right now is actually, it's never been better because
they always say that.
They always say that, but this time it's really actually true. The rebates are really big. The other thing is that you get an extended warranty with it. Yeah. So you don't have, if you're buying a used bike, you don't know what's been happening to it. So you get a warranty with it, and you get a dealer that you're buying off of that is sort of a reputable dealer. Again, with used, you never know what's really happened to that bike, or if somebody's kind of done some Jimmy rigs on it to make things work. So there is truly never been a better time to buy within the last 5 to 10 years than there is right now.
On the next edition of Car Business, it's the New York Auto Show. This is the show that the Wall Street bankers attend. You'll see the products that both consumers and investors are interested in. Plus, a test drive in a great big Ford F-350 by our producer, Katrina Gentili. It's coming up on the next edition of Car Business.